This is group 59, the Filtering Fours video. In our group we have Eamon Costello, Elizabeth Turano, Sarah Ayers, Brianna Markunas, Kevin Barrigan.
For our water filter, we had a couple of design goals when first starting to come up with prototypes and models. Originally, we focused on being able to house half a liter of liquid in the filter continuously while filtering. This would create more pressure and force it through our tightly packed medium. Because of this, we needed a solid structure with a large base, since we knew it would be top-heavy with medium and water. Eventually, due to bottle size limitations, our goal was to find a material with the best filtering properties so we could accomplish the stretch goal of having one filtering medium in the apparatus. After running simple trials with our plastic housing filled with different media, we found that our best bet was the activated charcoal. It made the most significant change in shade of red when we ran dye through it. Our optimized design had charcoal that was very densely packed in the housing, which fulfilled the stretch goal.
Upon removing the label of our water bottle, the filtering four were inspired by the pineapple-like pattern of the bottle to make our filter into SpongeBob's iconic pineapple under the sea. The water bottle sits upside down at the top of our filter. The bottom of the bottle serves as a removable cap that doubles as the top of the pineapple in SpongeBob's lofty perch. Colored yellow, the bottle is a transparent reservoir of sorts that provides an excellent view of the dyed water flowing into the filter. The bottle sits atop an end cap, which attaches it to the filter housing. Inside the housing, a dowel and the carbon it is compressing is visible, as is any dyed water trickling from the bottle above while the filter is in use. The housing goes through the cardboard base, which is decorated like the sea floor and beautifully adorned with SpongeBob's friends. Beneath the base is a hidden plastic cup that catches the filtered water. The charming look of Bikini Bottom, combined with the fascinating view of the filter at work, creates an elegant and exciting appearance that the filtering four are extremely satisfied with.
Before the final testing day, our group tested the performance of our final design. The samples we collected showed an absorbance of 44.6 in our photometer, or a 46% decrease. On testing day, our sample had an absorbance of 84.42, which is only a 16% decrease in absorbance. We believe this may have been due to the fact that we did not rinse the filter out with clean water beforehand and thus had residual dye from previous trials throughout. The performance of our Arduino photometer was consistent and showed logical results. Here you can see the results of 3 trials done using our photometer and diluted dye.
We calculated the total cost of our filter to be $223. Originally, we set a goal to have our filter be a maximum of $200, so we went over our goal slightly, but we ended up with a filter that we were happy with based on the amount of money we spent. The cost breakdown can be seen here. We split the different costs up into 4 categories in order to distinguish the costs associated with each component of our filter. The items in red are the structural elements of the filter itself, which cost $97, or 43% of the total cost. The items in blue are the actual filtering elements of the system, which cost $100, or 45% of the total cost. The item in green is the aesthetic element of the water filter and had a cost of $6, or 3% of the total cost. Finally, the item in black is the cost of the assembly of the filter, which had a cost of $20, or 9% of the total cost. This information can be seen in the following chart.
Our first attempt of the filter, we had just the housing, 4 grams of charcoal, and filter paper, but it was ineffective when removing dye. Our second attempt consisted of pebbles, coarse sand, ground glass, and activated charcoal, as well as forms of media. In addition, we added a soda bottle on top and added cheesecloth as a way to separate the layers of media. This was ineffective as well. We realized that while the pebbles, ground glass, and coarse sand would be effective ways to remove dirt from water, they would not be a good way to remove the dye. We needed something that would change what the dye was attracted to. This is why we decided to go back to just charcoal, but packing it down tighter so the dye would be attracted to the charcoal as opposed to the water.